Hi yogis, we're in my favorite park again today. I love doing this park on the weekends. I hope that the airplanes aren't too loud overhead. We'll manage. So this class is going to be a really good class to decrease anxiety and just to calm the body and mind. And even if you're feeling good, you can use it as a preventative strategy. So if it's Sunday night and you're going back to work tomorrow, you might want to start your week off right with this kind of practice just to get your body and mind in that calm state. All right, we're going to start off with some pranayama, so a particular breathing technique called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. This type of breathing is really good for decreasing blood pressure, heart rate, and anxiety. And it is also said to balance the left and right hemisphere of your brain. So just kind of feeling more balanced. So let's try that first and then we'll get into our practice, okay? If you are pregnant or you just don't want to do the nostril breathing, then just breathe normally and naturally and kind of do a little bit of meditation. Good. So just start seated on your mat in a cross-legged position. Just get comfortable. Feel your sitting bones grounding into the earth. And just take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale. So for this the alternate nostril breathing, we're going to take our right hand and you're going to be using your thumb and your ring finger. And so you're going to basically take your ring finger, and that's going to be the one closing the left nostril, and then the thumb is going to be closing the right nostril. Okay? So let's start with your with your ring finger on your left nostril. So inhale, nice deep breath in through the right nostril. Thumb closes the right nostril and exhale through the left. Excuse me. Inhale left. Ring finger over left and exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. And exhale right. Good. Take your hand away and just take a nice deep breath in. And let it out. Sigh it out. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Good. So now that our brain and our body is slightly relaxed, let's get into our practice. I want us to start with a seated cat-cow. This is a really nice way to warm up the spine and to just get rid of any crinks in your back or your neck. So bring your legs out in front of you. Actually, I'm gonna turn this way. Legs out in front of you. Chest is lifted, back is straight. And then grab onto your knees with your hands. On your inhale, push your heart forward. Look up. And your exhale, fold, come back. Tuck your tailbone, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Now do it on your own breath. Inhale, open. Press your heart. Exhale, close. Tuck your tail and your chin. You can use your hands on your knees just for leverage when you're rounding your back and just stretching out that upper back. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Exhale. Good. Come up to center. Come right back into seated. Let's do a couple of neck rolls just to release any tension in our neck. So just take your right ear and lean it over to your right shoulder really gently. Inhale here. And exhale, roll your chin down to your chest. And over to the left. Just nice gentle rolls from the left. Inhale to the right. Just at your own pace now. Next time you come over to the right, leave your ear reaching for your shoulder. Extend your left hand out and pretend you're pressing against a wall. And you'll be able to feel that stretch all the way down the left side of your neck, shoulder. You might even be feeling it in your arm. Just take a couple breaths here. For a little less of an intense stretch, you can just gently touch your left fingers to the ground. Inhale and exhale. Just feel that tension melting away from your neck. All those muscles that we tense up when we're stressed or worried, just let them release. On your next inhale, gently bring your head up to center. Left hand back on left knee. We're just going to do that on the other side. So tilt your head to the left. Your left ear reaching to your left shoulder. Inhale and exhale here. Take your right hand, push the imaginary wall away. Or just set that right hand and the fingertips down on the mat. You can feel the stretch all the way from the top of your neck down almost to the bottom of your arm actually. One more breath here. And exhale. Head comes gently back up to center. Good. Just roll your shoulders out a teeny bit. Let's prepare for some standing poses. And just remember, you're going to be using your ujjayi breath here if you do that in your practice. So a nice deep breath in with the throat slightly constricted, and then out through the nose. Again, throat slightly constricted. It'll sound like a ocean wave. So coming onto hands and knees, let's do a couple hip circles just to loosen up the hips before we go into some standing poses. So take your right hip and just draw a big circle with your knee. As big as you can. Breathe. Just loosening up that joint, getting some fluid in there. And reverse the circle. Breathe. One more. And take it to the other side. Just drawing circles, big circles with that knee.
Pretend your knee is a marker and there's a piece of paper and you're drawing big circles, as big as you can. Reverse direction. Don't forget to breathe. One more. Good. Let's go sit back into child pose, wide-legged child pose, just for a couple breaths here. Feel your lower back coming closer to the mat or to your heels, while active through your arms, stretching out to the top of the mat. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Good. From here, we're going to push right back down into downward dog. Lots of strength in the hands, and push your tail right back to the up to the sky, right up to the sky. Feel your palms pressing firmly into the mat. Knees bent if you need to, like me. We'll just be here for a second, and then hop, jump, or step up to the front of your mat, and come on up into Tadasana. Let's do some warrior poses now, linking breath to movement. On the inhale, actually let's do a crescent moon lunge first. On the inhale, take your right foot and step it all the way to the back of your mat. Left knee is planted over left ankle. Right leg is straight and strong. After you're situated in the lower half of your body, you can float your arms up to the sky. Breathe in and out. On your next inhale, lift up to the sky, and on your exhale, come into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Hands are out to a T. Your back foot is planted strongly at a 90-degree angle. Front toes are facing forward. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale, sink a little deeper. On your inhale, you're going to reverse your warrior. Inhale. And then on the exhale, you're going to come back into Warrior 2. So this time, don't straighten your leg and just reverse warrior. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, Warrior 2. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, reverse. Exalted Warrior, sorry. Exhale, Warrior 2. One more. Inhale, Exalted Warrior. And exhale, Warrior 2. Good. I bet you want to straighten that left leg, don't you? Okay, go ahead, straighten it. Bring your stance in a little bit. Just drop your arms for a second. We're going to go into Trigonasana. So inhale, arms up again into a T. And exhale, reach your left hand as far as you can forward. And then come on down into Trikonasana. So your left hand is either on the floor, on a block, resting on your ankle or shin. Left hand reaches up with your shoulders hopefully stacked on each other. Legs strong, feet are rooted firmly in the earth. Inhale, open your chest. Good. Exhale, come on down. Let's go into Tanasana. So the right foot's going to come into kind of, your toes are almost pointed forward. And you're just folding at your hips over your left leg. Hips are squared. You can bring your left hip back even in space. You're going to feel this beautiful stretch in your left hamstring. I can't go very far, so my hands are planting on my thigh. Your hands might be planting on some blocks or even the mat. Inhale, grow taller and longer through the spine, and exhale, fold over. Good. On your inhale, come back up into Warrior Two. Again, we're just gonna stay here for a brief second. Warrior Two. And then come back on up. Face your toes parallel, your feet parallel to each other. Toes slightly inward. And we're going to do a forward fold here. It'll just release tension, help our hamstrings to become nice and lengthy. Just overall good for health. Forward bends are awesome. So inhale, hands on waist, and just reach your heart forward and up, and then exhale, fold from the hips. If you want, you can set your hands down on the mat. You can grab either ankle. And just breathe here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. On your next in-breath, come all the way up. Hands reach to the sky. And then exhale right by your side. Let's switch over to the other side now. So we're going to do that whole sequence on the other side, if I can remember what I did. So right foot is pointing forward now. We're gonna go into that beautiful crescent moon lungy thing. So right foot pointed forward, knee stacked over ankle, left foot is pushing into the mat, straight leg. You just feel that power and that rooting in through the legs. Upper body is just relaxed, at ease. Legs are doing all the work right now. And then we're gonna float the hands up to the sky. And breathe here. Inhale, crown grows tall. Exhale, you can sink a little further. On your next inhale, reach your hands up to the sky and then transition into Virabhadrasana to Warrior Two. So your left foot moved into a 90-degree angle. I forgot what that was. While your right stayed the same. Find your drishti, gaze forward, just slightly past your middle finger. Inhale and exhale, sink a little deeper. On your inhale, we're going to go back into Exalted Warrior. Inhale. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Do that a few more times. Inhale, Exalted Warrior. Exhale, Warrior 2. Just that little tiny micro movement in your upper body. Your legs are staying firm and still implanted. Inhale. And exhale. Are you ready to straighten your leg? Hold this for one more breath. And you can go ahead and straighten. Bring your arms down for a second. Let's do a quick Exalted Warrior or Exalted Triangle. I can't remember what it's called. Inhale. And then on your exhale, we're going to reach our right hand forward as much as possible. Reach, reach, reach. And then down into Trikonasana on the other side. This side's a little bit harder for me. So I think I'm going to come up a bit so I can try to keep my shoulders stacked on top of each other. My chest is open.
not kind of rounding forward like this to get down further. You don't want to compromise the openness of your chest here. If you want, you can take your left hand and just open up your ribs. Feel that opening. Good. On your next inhale, come on back up. We're going to go into that hamstring stretch. So bring your stance in just a tiny bit. Right foot is almost pointed forward, but it's out a tiny bit just for balance. So hands on hips, inhale, grow tall, puff out your chest, almost a back bend, and exhale, fold forward over your right leg. You can adjust your stance a little bit if you want. You might want to move your left leg back a bit. What's going to happen is your left hip is going to want to come out. And so you're going to want to bring your right hip forward while your left hip forward while your right hip is yearning back. You'll feel the difference in the hamstring stretch. So right hip is pressed back. Okay, inhale, grow tall through your chest or through your crown, and exhale, fold over. So that's as far as I can go with my hamstring. So I'm going to breathe here, sending breath down into the belly of that muscle. You can give it a little rub if you want. Just wake it up. Tell it it's okay. Good. Okay, next inhale, we're going to come back briefly into Warrior 2. So see how I just scooted my left foot back? And we're in Warrior 2 again. Good. One breath here. And then come on up. Let's come to the front of our mat now. We'll just do one cleansing half sun salutation. Just to rinse out that practice. I have a visitor.
Yep.
Hey, buddy.
And she's going to pee for you.
Sweetheart, how are you? Do you want to be part of my yoga video? Hi. Aren't you gorgeous? Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Oh.
That's Cora, by the way.
Oh, okay. Bye, Cora. So we just had Cora come say hi. I got to pet a dog, which totally adds to my happiness. So let's do that sun salutation to rinse out what we just did. So inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. On your next inhale, reach all the way up. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, forward. On your inhale, come back all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. And hands to heart in Samasthi. Beautiful. I'm just going to check the recording. Okay, good. So after that active practice, let's come down on our mat and just do a couple of nice chill stretches before we close this practice. So let's just come down on our backs. It'll feel really nice to just lay down on your back. And we're gonna do a pigeon on our backs. So come on down. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And then just bring your right foot up. Shin is at a 90-degree angle. You can keep it there. And if you want an even deeper stretch, take hold of your inner thigh of your left leg and just pull in ever so slightly and breathe. Keep your right foot active so that your right knee is protected.
What I mean by active is flexed. You see how mine's flexed like this? It's not flopping around, it's flexed. Inhale, nice deep breath into that hip. And exhale out. Okay, you can set your left foot down again, and let's do that on the other side. Left ankle comes to right knee. Activate your foot, your left foot. And then just lift your right knee up, right leg up in a figure 4 position. Grab hold of your inner thigh and just pull gently as you breathe into that left hip. Imagine your breath swirling around in that hip socket, lots of healing light. Our hips store a lot of our emotions and feelings. It can store past trauma. And sometimes you might feel emotional when you're in a deep hip stretch like this. It's okay, just sit with it and feel as you breathe. Good, you can let that go. Just take your legs and windshield wiper them side to side, releasing any tension in your lower back and giving your hips a little bit more of a stretch. If there's any other poses that your body is calling you to do, just do them now. Maybe it's happy baby. Maybe it's a bridge pose. And when you're finished doing that last pose of yours, just come down into Shavasana, corpse pose, resting pose, just to signal the end of the practice and to let your body absorb all the effects of the work that you just did. While you're in Shavasana, just let your mind free up all the thoughts that might be coming in. Maybe you're thinking about what you're going to do next, what noises are in the background of this video. Just let that all go for now. Give yourself another couple minutes of freedom. Just inhale deeply and exhale. Let everything go, sinking into your mat. Releasing the tension from your neck, your jaw. Let your eyes sink back into the sockets. Release your stomach, your hips, your quads, your shins and your feet. Feel your arms relaxing, your hands letting go. Deep breath in and exhale. You're in a super duper relaxed state now. If those pesky thoughts come over to bother you, that's okay. Just let them go. You can think about all that stuff later. You're giving yourself this time right now to be quiet and still, come into a space of peace for yourself. Just let your breathing be natural. You can let the sounds fade in and out. Maybe you feel a slight breeze
on your hand or your face. Maybe you still feel tension in some areas of your body, and that's okay. That's normal. The more you practice, the more you come to be at peace with some of those areas that they're just always tense. Our bodies do a lot for us, and we need to give them some love, and so it's just great that you're here doing that today, and thank yourself for that. Really thank yourself for the gift you've given yourself today of being here, being present. And when you're ready, just take a nice deep breath in. You could do a full body stretch like a pencil. With your hands over your head, stretch, 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 just like you've gotten up from bed. Maybe you have. When you're ready, just come on up into seated pose. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Just feel the difference of when you first started your practice today to now. Just feel your body. And again, thank yourself. And I thank you so much for being here and doing this practice with me. Hope you have a wonderful day.